Hello YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Kevin and this is the Red Pilling channel. So I just want to talk about the latest brutal murder and tragedy that took place in Charlotte, North Carolina on a bus. As people might have heard about the story and have seen footage from sources, an African American man was seen as kind of restless on a bus. He was a homeless man and, well, is a 14 career criminal. Violent crimes. That's still on the streets. So he was on a bus. Some footage show he looked kind of restless. So a woman, I believe her name is Irina. Make sure I get that correct. Irina Zarostika. She was a Ukrainian refugee that qualified for refugee status, and she was sent here, or her family came here and escaped the war, and she's, a refugee here in America. And it looked like she worked at a pizza place. So, like anyone making her way in a new country that she loved, she just minding her business, sitting on the bus in front of the guy that was looking suspicious and kind of restless. And from behind, he pulls out a knife, and she was stabbed 3 times. And her neck was slit. Yeah. It took her 13 seconds. She stood there she kind of stood up, shocked, and then you saw her slowly fall down, dead, bleeding out. Yeah, the video footage was bloody. Whole thing makes you want to vomit. And it's sickening. And the thing is, that's not a strong enough word. I can't think of a strong enough word to describe how sickening, how angry I feel, just a country I don't recognize anymore. And clearly this country no longer cares about victims. At least our ruling class. Excuse me, let me rephrase myself. Clearly our ruling class does not care about victims anymore. Where it seems the criminals are the ones that are treated like victims, and the victim is treated like the criminal. And if the criminal does do something to a victim, well, it's somehow still the victim's fault. All she was doing was existing. She was on a bus trying to get home, wherever she was going, most likely home. And she was brutally murdered because of the color of her skin. Clearly the guy was racist. I don't really know what his other crimes were, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was some other type of racial crimes. Clearly he was racist towards white people. And she, people want to know, why would someone do something this sickening? Well, guess what? I don't know. The guy was clinically insane. If you look at his mugshot, he looks clinically insane. You can see it on his face. He is not well, not stable. But he was let out 14 different times after 14 criminal offense is out in public. And from what I understand, he was not even supposed to be on that bus anyways. So he didn't even have a ticket. He was on that bus, and now a woman was dead. An innocent woman is dead. Because he was let out and no one puts these criminals away, and it keeps happening. This is Laken Riley all over again. Another Laken Riley. And the scary part is everyone's going to say never again. Well, I'm sick of hearing never again. Just like the school shootings that are happening, I'm sick of hearing these specific cases of never again. Because guess what? It probably will. Because we do not have leadership that puts victims first. I mean, I can't imagine what the family's feeling losing their daughter. I can't imagine, you're doing everything right. You actually love America. She loved America. I don't know what all her views were on things, but still, she was an innocent woman. And you know what? This isn't the first time that anti-white violence has taken place. This isn't the first time. It's happened a lot, and it's always breached under the rug, pushed under the rug. It doesn't fit the media narrative, so they don't talk about it. And we all know what would happen if this was reversed. And yeah, where are the Democrats? Where is the outrage? You spent 3 years obsessing over Ukraine, a Ukrainian woman, and there's a lot of silence now, isn't there? There isn't much about Ukraine because guess what? They never cared about Ukraine or Russians or anybody. They don't care about anybody but themselves and power. All they care about power and virtual signaling. I mean, these people are evil. And what I find so sad is no one did anything on the bus to help her. People saw he was looking kind of suspicious. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How many more people have to be killed till our leadership takes this seriously? Till we have leadership that cares about the people? Where are the feminists? This is an innocent woman. Where are the feminists that talk about this, that lecture about men treating women like crap? Where is it? Where are the feminists at? I want to know where they're at. This is sickening, man. This is real freaking sickening. That woman's beautiful too. She's like a beautiful woman that was doing everything you're supposed to do as a person trying to make a living in a expensive country. Expensive times. It's evil. And what I find interesting, we learned about Rosa Parks in history, about how they wanted her off the bus and she didn't get off the bus. She stood back. I think Irina is the new Rosa Parks. She was minding her own business, not bothering anybody. And a coward from behind stabs someone in the neck. And on top of that, nobody doing a thing. I don't want to make excuses for these people, because I never been in that type of situation. I had hoped never to be. You don't know if they didn't know what to do in a situation like that, but I think someone brave would have at least intervened. You have you have these feminists, so worried about toxic masculinity, the left demonizing toxic men. Are you sure you don't want toxic men? I want toxic masculinity. I want toxic men to protect women like that. Is this what you want in society? Because he isn't toxic, he's evil. And honestly, Trump talked about the death penalty. Oh, no, yeah, exactly. Death penalty. No question about it. What is it going to take? America failed this woman. America failed this woman. That's what breaks my heart about it. That America failed this woman. I'm saying it 3 times, third time. Because we don't take criminals like this seriously. And we treat them like the victims. All we're about DEI, and it's getting people killed. And it's sad because it's probably not going to be the last one. And it won't because of this. I mean, there's more pictures, but you see the picture when she started to turn around. Totally defenseless. And even I can't understand it fully because I'm not even a father. But I can't imagine what someone that's a father could think of. That you can do nothing. I think people need to think about protecting women. Is it safe for, I saw a thing on, I'm not a big fan of Uber by any means, but I think Uber now offers an option now where women can request only women passengers and only drivers. So a woman can drive with another woman in the car. And some people think that's feminism. Let's face it, I'm actually totally in support of that. Whatever the intentions are, it doesn't matter. I hope it's a good policy because I understand. I think women, young women especially, shouldn't be in a car alone with a man that they don't know. Because you never know if they're going to rape them, kill them, abduct them, something. You never know. It's a dangerous world out there. This is an evil world out there, people. And fathers need to protect their daughters. Men need to protect the women. So it's time to get toxic again. If the left views that as toxic, then please be toxic. We need to get back to being toxic because, yeah. So yeah, I'm totally in favor of women not being by themselves in a car because of that. And I understand it. Because honestly, I wouldn't want my wife in a car by herself with someone she never met before, especially a male. So I understand that. And you guys should too. And I understand maybe also warning about, should women be alone, especially young women like that, should they be on public transportation by themselves? That's another conversation. No, I don't think so. Because they can't exist without being killed. Or some sort of, assault on them in some form. It's evil. There's look at there may be a little revival happening in this country of God, but it isn't big enough. I pray it's bigger because this country, if things do not change, we're going to be headed into big judgment as a country. This is evil. This is not the country I grew up in. This is not the country. I don't recognize it anymore. Anyway, that's my rant. It's updating what happened. But we have to take crime seriously, and our leadership doesn't take it seriously. And now innocent people are dying because of this, whether it's violent criminals, both illegals and legals. So yeah, we have our own, that's the problem. We have our own problems with our own criminals, and yet we're also trying to get people who aren't even supposed to be here also doing crimes here too. So it's and the fact that the media The fact that this is not on every news channel tells you everything you need to know about the media. You don't hate them enough. And they hate us. They are the enemy of the people. Anyway, I mean, that's all I have for now. I just wanted to update you on that. I needed a rant because I feel angry. And honestly, the ways I help myself when I feel angry is I pray and I rant. I talk. I feel the need to talk. That's how I let it out. Pray and talk. I think praying is the most important thing because we've got to take it to God. But also, we need to talk to each other. We need to talk about these issues because it's being ignored and it isn't talked about enough. So anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment if anything to add or if I missed. But if you like this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. The Red Pilling channel out.